Technical and vocational education and training globally is education and training that provides the necessary knowledge and equips the individual with hands-on skills. The training focuses on practical application of such skills to master a specific trade or craft for development, preparatory for employment, or as an entrepreneur. Acquisition of technical skills has also been identified as a tool for social equity, as it does not discriminate who can acquire the knowledge and skills. It is further rated highly as a watershed for sustainable development due to its ability to provide employment, create jobs, and ultimately poverty alleviation.
We need vocational skill centers because they also begin to realize that that is a gap that exists in our education. Our curriculum in the universities and the polytechnics also has significant shortfalls in functional education. Nobody teaches you bricklaying. Nobody teaches you plumbing. Nobody teaches you tiling. And all of these are jobs that are in the environment. And this is the skill we're trying to scale up or build in people to enable them embrace those jobs in that environment and begin to live a very meaningful life.
Studies have shown that entrepreneurs who have these skills and training form the bulk of the informal sectors of the economy. They are also operators of SMEs, which in turn are the main drivers of the fastest growing economies in the world. China is a good example, where SMEs contribute over 40% to its GDP. Consequently, any government serious about poverty reduction cannot afford to ignore these facts.
If you look at what is happening in China today, they don't just end at training. They also want to see what these students or what these graduates are able to do. Most of the phones that we use here in Nigeria were produced not by the graduates of universities, but they were produced by technicians. Some of these persons that were trained from some of these vocational training institutes, and that is where we are driving at.
The Governor Ifeanyi Okowa-led administration in Delta State has since realized the benefits derivable from technical and vocational education, especially as trainees have high turnover rates as job creators. This clear understanding has led the administration to integrate the technical education subsector into the governor's vision of prosperity for all Deltans.
We have done a lot to revamp the technical colleges because the technical colleges are growth posts for us and they are places where our children are able to acquire skills and to begin to look at themselves even from their very early stage as future entrepreneurs.
Today, the 6 technical colleges in the state have been completely revamped, re-equipped, and are training skilled and competitive manpower. The curriculum of the technical schools were also retweaked to reflect present-day realities for impartation of knowledge.
Those who read technical education, even outside getting government job, they can be self-sustainers because they can open up something and start sustaining their life until the government job comes or the job in the industry comes.
With this work I've learned, I know my future is well planned and prepared for me.
We make sure it's stable, so many things in the school. We even make sure that we have sitting in our own class.
This is the engine block which comprises of the crankshaft, the con rod, the piston, also the flywheel. Now this crankshaft, we are about to lose the main bearing cap to bring down the piston. The crankshaft converts the reciprocating movement of the piston into rotatory movements of the engine to transmit the drive from the flywheel into the gearbox.
The brilliance of students like Ikechukwu Ndo, his understanding of what he is set out to achieve serve as motivation for government to do more, and that the policy to focus on technical education is spot on.
Today you can see that many people graduated from the higher institution, some read electrical electronics. Most of them cannot wire even a building. But the state government coming with this intention of making sure that these students will know the practical, I would say, is a very good thing. And I so much love it.
What they have done is to reduce the trend of people entering into the unemployed market and increasing those people that are entering into the employed market.
Students in building as well as welding and fabrication departments in the various schools apart from making money for their various institutions, are already doing jobs that are empowering them financially on personal fronts.
Anything that is based on building departments, such as I can lay block, I can mold block, I can lay curves, interlock. So any contract that come out in drawing, I can handle it.
I want to use this opportunity to thank our Governor Okowa from bringing the materials that we are using now. I want to say a very big thank you to him.
I'm very proud of myself to be in technical college, and there is nothing in welding and fabrication that I cannot do. Thank you to Governor Okowa.
The testimonies of building budding entrepreneurs as they go through their course of study also resonates through many other departments in the schools.
I choose to be in electrical because I knew that if I'm in electrical, I will acquire more skills to help myself in the society.
If I'm year 2 in this school, I'll go to my university. When my father cannot send me money, I'll use my catering knowledge to bake some things and sell. Or if somebody wants to do his birthday or a birthday, I can bake it for the person and charge the person. The person will pay me my money so I can use it.
The efforts of the Okowa-led administration in turning young Deltans into entrepreneurs and business owners rather than job seekers was further given verve through the Job Creation Office that has been in the forefront of grooming young Deltans to become entrepreneurs through Skills Training Entrepreneurship Program STEP. The government believes that those empowered through these programs can also help train others.
We continue in this direction because we know that it's creating a lot of hope for our people, and each person that has been trained has the capacity to train others and to also empower others. I can conveniently say that there are some of them who have been able to train well over 20 persons, even just after 2 years. And that is good enough for us because of the multiplier effect.
It was this program that threw up the likes of Mavis Onyedum. She is a caterer. Today, she is the proud CEO of Mavis Unique Catering Services in Warri. She has just completed a free training session for 17 young Deltans free of cost to the trainees as part of our desire to give back to the society.
This current is going to bring out the beauty. You are going to see now what the current will do and how it's going to look like the name. My joy will know no bounds if I see these ones doing their own businesses. So now they are undergoing training. I will be very happy if they can take it up after the training and then start up their own businesses.
This catering and baking thing has been a burden to me because I really want to do it, but what has held me back is finance. Because going out there, they call a lot of expensive money for you. But I thank God that I'm part of this training done by Marvin's Catering Center. It has really contributed a lot to my life because for the past 2 weeks I've been here, I've learned a lot of things.
I'm so opportune to have this wonderful opportunity. After this training, I believe I'm going to grow higher than the way I am before.
With the knowledge I've gotten, I can be able to start a business of my own, just the way I have started anyway. I started today. I made donuts after our practical. So I made the donuts and I left some in the shop for them to sell for me.
At the graduation of our trainees after a month-long training, certificates were issued to certify them competent to stand on their own.
I'm very, very prepared. Having this knowledge upstairs is just to go into full practicals. I've already started some, but now I'm well equipped and ready to enter into this business fully.
I really appreciate her doing this thing for the young youths because she also find herself in the shoes one time around doing something like this. So she brought her this idea just for the parents to be happy and also to the youths to be happy and also for the government that trained her to also be happy that at least she's practicing the impact they gave to her.
This empowerment I have got from His Excellency I multiplied. He has given talent to those who don't have. But I'm at this now, they will also go and train other people.
Bridget Igari, her teacher on STEP program in Kemcho Onyisi, who represented Chief Job Creation Officer Professor Eric Abel, her trainees and others speak about government's vision, their expectations and hopes going forward.
From the time she came to the school, I knew that she was going to do excellently. This is the first of its kind. And I know God will bless her and help her, and she will do very well and she will excel in this business.
Just look at it, 17 people are off the shelf, unemployment shelves. I'm particularly happy that she actually did this on her own. To train 17 people without any support from anywhere whatsoever is highly commendable.
I am very excited, as in I've never been excited like this one before. I learned a lot of things. What I'm excited is not the show. I'm excited that I've learned a lot of things.
Young people can copy from this. Once you have been empowered, look for other ways of empowering other people, and it goes round, it spirals into a huge success.
She's opportune to be among the trainees of the governor. Today, she's now celebrating. She's now teaching people.
Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Come live in Delta. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Empowerment for the farmers in Delta. Good and quality education in Delta. Well-equipped hospitals here in Delta. Peace and security, no level.
Sophia is another STEP ambassador. She has branded her business Sophina STEP Salon and Spa in recognition for her STEP training. This STEP ambassador for the third year running had before now trained over 50 persons in cosmetology and other beauty-related endeavors. She is currently engaged by the Job Creation Office as a certified trainer for budding entrepreneurs to give life to government's vision of youth empowerment.
From the last time it was 50 and I'm targeting my 100, more than 100 now self. And I'm advising the youth of today, let their PVC be ready and vote for Dr. Okowa again, so that those youths that did not benefit the training now, they will benefit in the second tenure, and my PVC is ready for him.
During Smart Delta's recent visit, we met her and a couple of her current trainees doing their thing. The girls, who describe themselves as indirect beneficiaries of STEP, share some of their experiences.
About 2 years after I've learned, I was not able to open up a shop. When I heard about the STEP program and they were like they will empower you, they will do everything for you, I was like okay, let me just give it a try. From what I've been seeing so far, I'm saying I started encouraging myself. With this, I will not be a liability to my husband.
I'm so happy that I've been able to learn this. It's because I have a good tutor. With her effort, I've been able to learn this. At least I can make it on my own now without her teaching me anymore.
With these 6 weeks here, I know what I have achieved. Even those styles I couldn't do before, I can do them now. I will say thank you, and I would love to start up my own so that I can teach more people.
Governor Okowa is not just training people, he's giving us the best. He's squeezing out the best in us so we can show to the world what he has imparted in our life.
Further empirical evidence showing that the government's policy of training and empowering entrepreneurs have positive ripple effects on the economy is further demonstrated as Sophia led Smart Delta to another beauty outfit where one of her protege, Onyebuchi Oscar, is in charge.
I just want to especially appreciate the governor. It's not every governor that has done this. He has empowered so many. And speaking from where my mentor is coming from, he has really done a lot. Where she is now is because of the governor. If the governor had not stepped in, I'm not sure that I would have even known her. Because when they were saying Sophina, I was like, who is this Sophina? Let me even go there. And when I got there, I was so impressed because I got to the right place. Through her, he has also empowered other people.
Normally these things doesn't come easy. You have to save and save and save before you open the shop, and the other side, it helps us deal with the single ladies. We don't go out because we want money. We don't use ourselves for money again. And like yesterday, I was kind of broke, but someone said he wants to do pedicure. From there, I did pedicure for him. He paid me. Me, my voter's card is for Imo. Next year, Okowa, yeah, I come.
The attraction of young Deltans to learn a skill or trade is such that the government's vocational centers can no longer cater to the ever-growing numbers. It became pertinent to partner with established entrepreneurs to help with training. A good example is Bounty Impex, a fashion outfit. The madam in charge of training, Helen Okekule, relieves her experiences of training young Deltans, explaining that these hands-on training was timely to stem the rising unemployment.
The program is a great one. It has really changed the lives of people, transformed a lot of people. Because if the youth is empowered, crime is drastically reduced.
Some of our trainees, Mary Adebayo, Dora Oyemike and Opomu Tam Grace, share their tales on the program as well as their hopes and expectations going forward.
I had to go into 6 weeks training to improve my skill, and by the grace of God, by the time I finished, be empowered with startup pack and money to finance my own business and employ more people.
I just thank God for the governor who started up this program. So after this program, he empowered us to have our own shop. So I'm no longer waiting for somebody to employ me. I believe that now I can employ myself. In fact, to employ others too.
A big thank you to Delta State government for this initiative. I've been unemployed for 10 years after graduation from tertiary institution. Since then, I've been struggling even how to get this business start. I couldn't make it, but I came for this program. With this that I've learned, I'll be an employer of labor.
Smart Delta. Same story resonates at Signature Secrets, another fashion house bubbling with scores of young would-be entrepreneurs of Delta extraction. Trainee Ogenekaro Phoebe, who looks forward to setting up her own and even train others, hail the vision of entrepreneurial training. Udeme Kenneth and Josephine Oviria are happy their skills are better than when they started and glad they have taken advantage of a people-oriented policy.
I hope that in a year from when I start my office, I hope to empower others too. I might not do it the big way the governor is doing it right now. A lot of people who would not be able to participate in this program, through me that has been empowered, they will be able to get benefit from the program too, because I really intend to go far with the program.
The governor has made it so easy for us to be where we are today. Because this training we are getting from here, if I tell you the amount others pay to get it, you know the governor is really working. And I believe at the end of this program, he's going to empower us financially. He has really tried for us. He has done what most governors should emulate.
This has created employment for me. Since I've been in Delta State, I've not really been employed, but with this now I know I'm setting up my own business, and not just the things that he has given us, this training has been a major part to me setting my own business.
Bedi Jessica and Nkechi Ezechi are very much part and parcel of the entrepreneurs the Okowa-led administration is raising through technical and vocational training. They too are happy for the opportunity.
Few weeks of training, I can sew a lot of things. I've even made customer clothes. I would say a very, very big thank you to the governor, because this fashion home where I am learning this training right now is really expensive. I personally, I can't even afford it.
As a graduate, there was nothing out there to do, but the smart governor, His Excellency, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, brought smile to my face once again by bringing up this project. I've always wanted to be a fashion designer, but it looks as if it was not forthcoming, not until what the smart governor brought to play, and it was a dream came to reality.
In a more formal setting at the Asaba Vocational Training Center, lots of trades and skill set are on offer. It is very interesting hearing how this singular vision is making a difference in the lives of these young people. Anthony Bini, Francisca Akoba, and many others who are into hairdressing share their experiences.
Some people, after going to school, they keep struggling on what to do and they keep waiting for government to give them a job. But with this, I can start up something and earn a living with it.
Instead of being idle, it's better you go learn a skill to also equip yourself, because it's not the certificate we even get in school that guarantees us job these days. So most times it's best you have a skill so that when you are done with school and there's no employment from the government, you can also then do something by yourself, start on your own.
When I go into the university, I'm going to make people's hair and I'll acquire money from there. I'm not only going to depend on my parents for money, I'll also make my own money by making people's hair and also make up to going for outside job. I'll help myself financially.
In the electrical department, Nicholas Oje, who is a diploma certificate holder in mechanical engineering from the Delta State Polytechnic Ozoro, says he came to top up at the center to be a broader person. Same ambition is driving Ifeanyi Nwosa and others.
After my ND program, I just reasoned that no need to stay at home be doing nothing. So I should just use this opportunity to go and learn work, acquire skill in here. This place is the best to acquire a skill. So I'm so grateful to God and Governor of Delta State.
I have this esteem that I know that one day after learning this thing, someone give me a contract to warehouse. It was last week, I wired duplex. This Delta State secretariat building. So one of my friends called me. I was one of them that wired the project there. I want to thank His Excellency Governor Okoa. I'm very, very grateful. Without this skills, I don't know if anywhere else I can acquire this knowledge.
What do we want to do? We want to set the APA.
In the ICT training section, the instructor Isuka Onyenibe says he is happy to contribute to the society, while those in plumbing don't feel any less.
This initiative has helped a lot of people that have passed through this training center. It has changed the life of a lot of people that do not have job. They now have work. Some of them are self-employed. Some of them even have their own training centers and employing other people to work with them. So the initiative is a very nice one. And I really encourage a lot of people to come and do this program, because instead of waiting for work, you can be work and give people opportunity to work with you.
Thank God for the governor for bringing this opportunity, for learning this plumber in this ministry. I say, may God continue bless him.
The testimonies are no different in the welding and fabrication department, where Goodluck Omoife, Israel KK, and Emeka Ishe hold sway.
The government has really tried for us in providing this learning environment for us here. So I really appreciate the government for that. As you can see, currently we are also working on producing school shed double-seater for schools. We can produce a lot of things. We have ovens, we can produce barbecue grill for roasting of meats, fishes, and anything roastable.
The government are trying. They are really helping the youth. They are making the wasted ones in the street. They are giving them opportunity, even the ones that could not be in the university. They are giving them that opportunity to learn something, that opportunity to still become who they want to be.
I was roaming in the street before, but today I found myself in another new skill, which I can boast of my future. Before, I didn't discover myself. Today, I can boast that I'm one of the welders in the world. To God be the glory, and God will continue to help the government to assist the young ones also, as they assisted me.
Smart Delta Media team met some entrepreneurial development experts who came calling at the center to see how the system works in Delta State. They were quick to share their thoughts on the administration's policy of empowering young Deltans.
Seeing vocations in ICT acquisition, tailoring, catering, and all that, we have a very good initiative by state government. I also hope that the state government should continue with this, going to enhance national development.
Through this initiative, Delta State is becoming not just an exemplary module of building budding entrepreneurs through technical and vocational education and training, but also a destination pointing the way for the rest of Nigeria.
This is only the tip of the iceberg. More to come in 2019. Okowa the work with the sun.
Come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State, come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and wealth creation in Delta, make the youth say them higher. Okowa, I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Everywhere, come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.